So here we go. We're back. We're here in the den. It's Captain Den. People busy with Easter. I think some people probably were checking their registration card to see if they become the next pope. And then of course I had the plague for a couple weeks and was very sick, but and we still are one more man down, unfortunately. But we pulled a quorum enough together to get us back on track. So, thanks for joining anybody who watches tonight, and kick it over to Cameron.
Okay, and when we last left off, we were aboard Cloud's Destiny, an airship, having left Trollenport, headed for Darlasker along the route north, hunting Lucan Stellos, a rogue intelligence agent that has appeared to have become a vampire and stolen an artifact blade from his former organization, and they have tracked him aboard this airship. But they have figured out where he is aboard the ship, and they're a couple hours into their voyage. We'll pick it up there. So, some of you had gone to the galley. Some of you are hanging out in the hallways. What are you guys interested in doing? Rolling.
Okay, so we...
Yeah.
Oh.
So the last thing that I remember, we were sneaking into rooms. Is that what everyone else remembers? So...
Yeah, these were the private rooms that we couldn't get into, and we're pretty sure the only last place that he could possibly be, is in one of these rooms that held people. And it was the dead of night, everybody was sleeping, so we're using your super stealth and you getting doors open, and Shiny was using his detect magic, and Mordrin was, anything funky, he was going to use one of his last graves, Eyes of the Graves, I think, and we were just trying to just filter out any last possible, place this guy could be.
Got it. So, sorry, Mordred, you were saying?
Oh, no. That's I was just trying to again jog my memory. So you have done that. So yes, I do have some Eyes of the Graves.
I believe, were we doing this last door? I think we did the first two already.
I think you did all three.
Or did we do all three?
Okay. Yep.
I thought we stopped right at the last door, wasn't it?
No, that was I'm fairly certain that was the small statured guest. That was this last one.
Because I don't see these aren't showing as being visible on the map from anybody.
Probably because we closed the doors. Yeah, I can't see.
Yeah,
doors are closed, but they're not locked.
They're not locked now.
Oh, correct.
Right, but I mean that's probably why we can't see them, is because they're closed, right? Fog of War.
All right, so we've done the elemental room. We've done the lockers.
What did we determine with that locker of holding? Was that still? Did we cross that off, or?
It's still an unknown.
Big ball of a
dude in there, right?
Yeah. You did find the dude.
The dude, right?
Right.
Locked on.
I think maybe we should just
himself a little bit.
set up a watch at that locker and see if he comes out?
Or either comes out or
we already
goes to it, so...
Yeah.
I know we asked for him directly by name, right? And we got no response.
Correct.
Locker O holding.
Yeah. We asked for coffin,
The sword, we asked for all of it.
yeah.
We got a map.
Get a map. You did get a corpse.
What did we get a map of?
And we did do the Speak with the Dead on the corpse.
Right.
Mhm.
All right.
The map was of Karnath. A country to the north.
Which is where Lucan was running. Or well, that's where he's trying to get to. That's where we are heading, correct?
Correct.
Well, we all assume that's what it is.
Double check a thing before real quick. Let's
I mean,
see.
Evo still believes that we made a critical error, and he's probably back at, troll and port, killing people. But there you go.
Let's see here.
Was there talk of a room we did not open yet, or actually go into, other than these guest rooms?
I wonder if he could he take on could he be, like, say, took over the purser, or altered his appearance to look like one of the crew?
He would still react to detect undead, though.
Detect undead and
Yeah,
sunlight.
I mean, we haven't used it on, like, all the crew.
Well, a fair
I
amount.
wonder if
I mean, a lot of the crew was on the deck when we first came in, and I pinged off when we first walked on, just thinking that he was just a few seconds ahead of us.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe.
And
Yeah, I'm just...
Sorry, I'm just coughing.
No, go ahead. No.
You're coughing?
Looking for.
The coffin, we looked at... Did we have what's the little bot, or we got the little bot back, right?
No. No, she's gonna need 100 gold piece gem to replace that.
Oh. Okay, so
Everyone check your pockets.
She doesn't carry any spares? You would think,
No.
she would carry a few. I mean, if the thing only had,
You got any in your bag?
Huh? I have 100 gold piece, 2 pearls. So, for my, whatchamacallit, for identify. I mean,
material component.
The gem was in him if I could have recovered that from his destruction, I could have recast it on the gem.
Guess we should understand that he's a lot more weaker than we thought he was. I mean, vulnerable. I apologize for that. That wasn't, my intention, but he didn't necessarily need to be there at that point. We were trying to get on the ship, but I'm sorry that I destroyed your familiar.
Or of a homunculus.
Or homunculus.
This is a familiar, and she points to the owl that she has now.
Oh. There is an owl.
There is
Wait, has that always been there?
No.
Oh,
No.
interesting.
She summoned him up a little while ago
Okay.
as
Wow.
a temporary replacement. Crossed a few wires, got a little brazier.
Oh, I think I remember
Spark.
saying that he made a bupo. Not a bupo, the bupo.
Ooh.
Well,
I can leave.
maybe at a meal when everybody's at the dining table, we can light off Eyes of the Graves, see if any of the passengers skew is dead.
Well, I still think I'm correct. I don't think he's on the ship. Now, at this point, we literally have searched the entire ship.
I think he's got to be on the ship somewhere. I mean, the fact that what we found in the little locker holding, there's too much evidence.
That guy could have been there a long time ago. Then, that's not too much evidence, in my opinion.
I thought we found out the guy had
he was fresh.
disappeared. Yeah, he's fresh.
Well, he's fresh because he was put in a portable hole.
No, we figured out that he was loading luggage onto the ship.
Yeah, you talked to his employer.
Yeah, so we know it's fresh. He's here.
Okay.
Haven't found.
That loading could have been, I don't know. Yeah, it just
no. He told us it was when the party was, and we determined that the timing was correct.
Hard to
so yeah, we corroborated his timeline.
Your theories have not panned out, for we not found him yet. So I'll just go back into the
well, we haven't looked in the right spot. So
all right, I'm gonna go to my room.
And I suggest we
walk around and just see what we can see, and then maybe do the dinner option that Morgan mentioned.
Yeah, well, let's pair up. I wouldn't want to do it alone.
Yeah, true.
Well, it's middle of the night now, right?
Getting there. Y'all are tired.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe it's.
We should be on the prowl by now. How much longer can we pull in? How much longer are we going to be airborne for?
It's a 52-hour trip, so less than 50 hours now. Another 2 days, basically.
Oh, okay. Do we know how long it'll take before it needs to feed again? Roughly?
No.
I think they need to feed every day or anything. I mean, may not need to feed again. Well, of course, with
pretty
having
jacked
been as
up.
injured as he was. Yeah. Well. All right. I'm with Evo. Maybe we just call it a night and see what manifests.
Set up watch. Those who don't need to sleep, keep their eyes and ears peeled for anything unusual.
All right. Well, because our rooms are back here in the general quarters, right?
Those 3 rooms.
Okay, then.
And there are 3 Warforged, so each person can have a sentinel.
Oh, there we go.
If I only need to sleep 4 hours, I can do a walk around with the Warforged a little bit if one wants to come with me.
Sure.
Yeah, I've only got 4 hours too, but I can rotate watches with you.
Okay. Cool.
You take the first watch, and then wake me up.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right. Who wants to go roam the ship with me?
Roam if you want to.
Cole says she'll walk with you.
All right, let's go, Cole. We'll just do a couple rounds.
Okay.
If you run into any problems, make really loud noises.
Cole can send her familiar back to wake people, right? If we see an issue potentially.
Yes.
Except it can't work doorknobs.
He can peck really loud on the door.
Yeah. It's pecking on the door. Peck, peck, peck.
Do a raven impression.
Just beep a lot.
Okay, so you guys wander the ship restlessly, as it were, and you go through the night, or at least your 4 hours, uneventfully, and can switch out with Mordrin, and
okay. So do I get a long rest?
You get a long rest.
Hooray! Needed that. Okay,
And you
got
can
my long
also
rest.
wander the decks.
Okay.
With Killian or Ironsides?
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay. Ironsides can keep an eye on the room, and Killian and I will go take some fresh air, or I guess wander the halls looking for anything untoward.
Take our constitutional.
And you do so,
going on,
and it is as quiet as can be as well.
Okay, so we've heard nothing.
And by morning time, the morning bell is rung, and down the hall you hear, "Breakfast is served," or over the some sort of speaker system.
5MC announcing system.
Yeah.
If they're serving blood pudding, we know the crew's in cahoots with this guy.
Oh, that is disgusting. I've had it. It's not good. I had it in Scotland. I guess it's an acquired
You do not endorse.
So you get the announcement that breakfast is being served in the aft galley.
The aft galley. Is that back
Indeed.
here?
That is.
Why am I part of it blocked off?
Oh, my stupid wall.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm going to go up and take a look on the main deck. Are they doing like a morning muster, watch turnover with the crew?
Yes.
So, at a point where I have line of sight visibility of the majority of the crew, I'm going to go up and nonchalantly drop an Eyes of the Grave to see if any of them pop up as undead.
What's the weather like?
The weather is clear.
Well, he's probably not on deck, as the sunlight would probably not be conducive to his livelihood. if it's sunny out.
Yeah.
No, it's morning, so it's low on the horizon.
Good day, Walker.
I'll do it anyway, just to cross it off the list.
Okay. Go
See if you
ahead
count the
and
heads.
make a perception roll. Or investigation check, either one would cover.
Let's do perception.
Okay. Yeah, you figure a good time as the crew switches out that you can get a good sight on everybody, and none of them ping as undead.
Okay. All right. Well,
Who wasn't there?
at least we can take that. Yeah, I'll make note of anybody. I mean, it's a small enough crew. We probably ran into most of them over the course of the evening, and then I will head back to the pantry, or sorry, aft galley.
Okay.
Hey, so brought a character. Why am I not seeing the rest button on my character sheet?
The rest button?
It's which are you looking at the D&D Beyond one?
Yeah.
It's at the top. It says share, short rest, long rest.
I don't
At
see
the
that.
very top.
I don't know why.
Yeah, at the so where your picture of the character is,
Yeah.
in the upper left, just follow to the right. It says Beyond 20, then share, then short rest, then long rest.
Yeah, maybe it's
Scroll up to
not
the top.
reloaded.
Tech support.
F5, F5.
No, it's because it basically shows Beyond 20 to the right. That's campaign, Shadows of Eberron, and then the little launch game button.
Well, you don't
and then the game log.
think you have your character.
Yeah,
open.
it doesn't sound like you have a character up at all.
Yeah, you.
I'm
you
looking
don't
at
have your
Shiny
character
right now.
open.
What do you mean? I'm looking
So
at
you're
him right
looking
now.
at him. You're looking at him in VTT.
No,
Yeah,
he's
It's
looking
D&D
at it
Beyond.
because he said Beyond 20, share, and then campaign Shadows of Eberron, which is exactly what I have, except I also have short rest and long rest stuck in between them.
Yeah, that's weird.
I know. What
I
web
don't
browser
know.
are you using, man? You shouldn't be going on the dark web.
Tor?
Netscape
Yeah,
Navigator.
he's using a Tor browser or something. I don't know.
No, I'm using Chrome.
I don't know. Go to put it on, stream it off of Discord, and we'll take
Maybe.
a look.
Yeah, maybe because I didn't sign in. I don't know.
No, because
Well,
you
you
shouldn't be
should
able to see your
see
sheet. Yeah, wow.
character that. Yeah.
That's weird.
Like, I'll take a pic and throw it on there for you guys.
Yeah. Or you could stream it real quick on Discord as well.
He promises not to show your embarrassing wallpaper on the stream.
No, it's all good. Where's the share your screen? There you go. Boom.
Your Hello Kitty Frank Rosetta pic.
And yes, of course, everybody did get a long rest.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know, dude. Oh, sign in. It says sign in at the top right.
I know. That's what I just said. Is it because I'm not signed in?
Oh, there you go.
It's because you're not signed in.
Why would it not give me a button to rest?
Weird.
That's kind of
I don't know why it's even letting you see the character
You must
sheet.
sign. You must sign in, or you could not rest. Okay. All right.
Ooh.
I'll worry
That's
about
weird.
that. Then.
Yeah. No rest for the hackers.
It's got a nice ultra wide screen though. That's for sure.
They only need short rests. Caffeine.
Yep, true that.
Very strange.
All right, so Motion was the captain on the change of the shifts.
And the change of the shifts, what?
That was the captain there.
He was. And he was coming on. So whatever his reasons were for being on late, he's up early as well. Most of the crew's half elves, so they lack the need for heavy sleep.
Interesting.
Those of you that come for breakfast, it is buffet style.
Pretty much all the passengers look like they're there from having seen the manifest.
Yes, there seems to be an appropriate amount of passengers there in and around the galley there.
I will burn another Eyes of the Grave just to check out all of the diners.
Okay. Looking across,
clear line of sight.
Yeah, there towards the most aft part, you can see both wings of the galley there. And none of the passengers appear to be undead.
Okay.
Dan, did you have 100 gold piece gem other than your pearls?
No, because I don't need
all the loot.
I don't. Well, probably.
His Cole would have asked for one, so she could rebuild Onyx.
In all honesty, we got so much material, and I just always converted the monetary amount to gold. I mean, if you rather just roll a percentage to see if we happen to have one. I mean, it's not like I've gone to a money changer and got the value of everything. I don't know. I mean, or you could say that I did change it all. It's up to you, but.
Well, if you have it written in your sheet as gems or jewelry.
Well, we have history of it, but like I said, I'd have to go back and look through, 2 years of loot things, which there have been tons of gems on there, but it's up to you to decide if I've cashed them all in for money or if I just have them stored in the haversack as gems. I don't know. Maybe a percentage. I thought a couple were pretty that I'd give to a girl so I could make out with them later or something. I don't know. Because that would be something I would probably do.
Yeah, I don't know. If you have any in your haversack that you've stored in there rather than the history.
No, so I literally just did, I go back and look and see what was recent, and I hadn't had time to maybe change them, but like I said, I've listed everything as a monetary amount and not as individual items on my sheet.
Okay.
So however you want to play that, that's totally up to you, dude.
If it sounds like you would change it as soon as possible, so that was done. So that you could split, obviously, with the party.
Yeah, that's usually the reason.
Okay.
Some of them do whine about getting paid.
Yeah, there is some whining.
I think it's mostly healing potions what he whined about. Never really whined too much about the money, I don't think.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Then,
all right, well.
What's your plan?
That's the $64,000 question. $64,000 in gems question. Well, let's see. So we're stuck on this ship for the ride. How long have we been on the airship?
You're going on
12
now 10, 12
15.
hours, yeah.
Okay.
People start milling up off of breakfast and either head to their quarters or to the upper deck, take in the sights as they travel.
We can start a vampire haters club. Get a lot of people to join. Start looking for vampires with us.
Most of them look like non-adventurer types. Typically more well-to-do.
Don't be vampire food club. How about that? Let fear motivate them.
Well, the only thing I can come up with is we're gonna have to walk the decks and just do our own guard duty on on these decks.
Okay. Do you want to pair off? Do you want to go as group? What do you want to do?
Do we have any? Or did I already give out the holy water? We had bought flasks. I gave everybody holy water, right?
You bought flasks. I don't know if you've given them out. Basically, everybody look at your sheets. See if you got some holy water.
Yeah, I don't. I
don't.
Okay, doesn't your cup does X amount a day or something like that?
Yeah, it'll do 2 per day. That's why I was trying to remember. I remember getting flasks. Oh yeah, I still have 8 of them on my sheet. So
you've been filling it since you got the flasks. When did you get the flasks?
Oh God,
that was
6 months ago.
A while back.
Yes, but that could be hours.
Yeah.
Was that in Sharn or Trollenport?
It was in the underground, underneath Sharn.
That far back?
Yeah, when we found the golden rod, the weird golden
no,
rod.
I don't.
I thought
didn't have the chalice at that point.
I was gonna say I didn't have the I got that from Mornland.
What, the chalice you got in Mornlands?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I got it in that chapel that bombed out chapel where we ran into the Emerald Enclave.
Yeah, right.
Huh, I thought you got it back before when we got the first tablets underneath the city.
No, it was in the Rose Quartz quarry.
Well, either way, that's at least months, because we went back all the way to Sharn, and then we got the mission to do this, so it's been at least a couple months, I would assume.
They could be full.
Okay, it's a couple weeks.
2 days.
All right. Well,
even so it's 4 days. So you've been on the trek with this guy. You could be like, "Yep, gonna need some of this."
Yeah. All right. So everybody gets a flask of holy water.
Sweet.
And I will take these out of my inventory. Gives me an extra one. All right, so we at least have that if we need it.
Yes, that's a good idea. Maybe some. Okay, to add that in later. Okay, then. What was your plan? You were gonna.
I was recommending that we pair up and we, basically walk the decks and patrol.
Well, there are 6 of you, so you could do 2 a deck.
Yeah.
You want
Okay.
to pair up? How do you want to pair up?
And cruise around the coal again.
Okay.
We patrolled last time.
Sounds good.
Killian, you coming with me?
Sure.
Or is Killian going with
Big boy.
I'll go.
with Evo? I would go with
I
Evo,
think-
right?
I'm gonna stay hidden. I pissed off the captain so bad. If he sees me at all, he's probably gonna just try to kill me. Honestly, I'm hanging low, but I'll sit in there. I'll be in the front dining room, hanging out, and then I'll message each of you guys, trying to keep everybody. I'll be the point of contact. I'll hit everybody every 15 minutes and just check in with everybody to make sure that everybody checks in and hasn't been hoodwinked or knocked out or something.
Okay.
Well, I don't think you'd be topside, so it'd really be just below deck.
Well, there is a lounge up here.
There is, and it's
Still
very
not here.
loungy. Very comfortable.
Places
There's
for
nobody
a
here.
skiff. Is there skiffs on this boat that we didn't look in?
No, those are mooring points for if skiffs were to,
No escape ways off the ship.
Oh, right. They're okay. You're right.
It's just tokens.
The skiffs are below the boarding areas or off to the side, roped to the side of the ship, much like escape boats on a cruise ship.
So there are skiffs.
There are skiffs, and somebody checked them last time we were doing this. I think that was Killian or Roland.
Okay.
It wasn't me, so
somebody was looking in the. They were looking over the side and checking out.
That was me looking over the side, and I was looking all like somehow he's on the
Nooks
outside.
and crannies.
Yeah.
Hanging from a rope.
That could be.
Right.
Thinks he's Tom Cruise.
Maybe we could check this at some point, maybe at night or something.
Suction cups on his hands or something, doesn't
Mm-hmm.
Well,
he knows we're after
reported
him.
to be able to walk down the side of a building.
Yeah, he knows we're after him. So if I was him, I would be hiding someplace that we would have a hard time getting to.
Yeah, but the thing is that came up several, things ago, and we originally thought that he said there wasn't any. That's why the whole jumping off the ship thing came up in the first place. That we couldn't use a skiff to get out of there.
Check on the ballista.
The ballista, was that one unlocked?
I mean, it would probably
be
best to check that if there are skiffs now, that to check them during the day, so if we do find him, he would be vulnerable, right?
Yeah,
the crew
makes
would
sense.
get all freaking out, man, if we start jumping in the skiff.
Not if you use Roland. Sorry, Roland. I mean, he's the king of stealth, dude. Nobody's gonna see what he does. He's a badass.
Yeah, I agree. If he can, then Dave sounds good to me.
all right. Well, I can go topside.
Okay.
In case he needs a distraction,
I can take Ironside.
back him up.
Well, there are 3 skiffs concealed along the sides of the ship and moored, tied, anchored, strapped,
Secured.
Thank you. I needed an official term. So, Roland, go ahead and make a stealth check. To do it surreptitiously.
Did I go through? It was a 20, not natural.
Yeah.
It did go through. Sorry,
Yeah.
there was a strange noise in the room, but it was the dog running in his sleep. I was like, "What the hell?" So you slip over the side to the top of the side of the skiff, which is like secured sideways.
Is it covered by this tarp or something?
Yes. You can make a perception or investigation as to lucid enough to look inside.
Oh, it's too dark. I can't see.
That canvas and the skiff itself does make it dark in there.
I'll sit around for a while. Maybe let my eyes adjust, and then maybe start an investigation once I can start seeing better.
Okay. I'll go with that. Which you can roll. There you go.
Yeah, okay.
As you adjusted your eyes and you're peeking through, you're fairly certain a man-sized person couldn't hide in there, and you not see them.
Yeah, okay. Is it otherwise empty space for the most part? Nothing.
It is. There's it is basically a boat. It could hold 6 to 8 people, maybe.
Okay. Then I will peek outside, and then if the coast looks clear, I will head back out.
Okay. It looks clear. You're able to hop back out. You can head off to one of the other skiffs.
All right. Let's take these by the numbers.
I'll act as lookout.
I'll
Head
mosey
off
on
anybody that seems to be head
stealth?
off anyone that's
Yes, please.
interfering.
And there are people that are milling around the deck. Don't want to be cramped up in their quarters all day long. Playing deck games, shuffleboard, that kind of stuff.
Right on.
Your stealth is good enough to slip over the edge again, unseen.
I will slip over the edge. I'll wait for my eyes to adjust, and then I will look around again.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there's the natty
Boom.
20. You are definitely sure there's no one in this one either.
All right. Same layout. There's no difference on the skiff itself, right? It's not
Correct.
an unusual skiff. Okay.
They appear to be generic skyboats.
Got it.
Less like the sky coaches, less fancy, really I don't say bare bones, but
Economical.
yes, economical and no frills.
All right. Well, I will peek outside. If the coast is clear, I will hop back out.
Okay, you're totally capable of doing.
And we'll mosey over to skiff number 3.
And another rule, technically 2. Okay. You're fairly certain you're not being observed as you slip over and
All right.
into or on top of the next boat.
I will dash inside and wait for my eyes to adjust, and I will look around.
All right.
He's probably in here.
You could wait a little longer and get that investigation check.
All right. Only slightly better.
Well, nothing's grabbed you,
Okay.
and you're fairly certain that there's no one in here.
No, okay. Yeah, for whatever reason, I'm taking an extra time on this one. I don't know why, but it's just taking me longer. All right, I will peek out. Coast is clear. I will hop out.
Okay, and you do so. Mordrin's waiting there.
Yeah, I will ask Odrin, hey, is there something stuck on me? Behind me, like on my back? I know, I just feel weird about coming out of that one.
Oh. It was a little thumpier than the others.
Yeah, I think I slipped.
I didn't notice.
Nothing.
Didn't see anybody that appeared to notice, did I?
No, you were keeping an eye, and they're all going about their duties. A galley personnel checking on the passenger lounge to see if anybody wants any food or drinks. And it's like really small cruise ship, kind of like baby levels of cruise ship. They're
cruise brig.
Yes.
Where would that thing be? Look in the storage. See anything in the deck storage?
No. Still nothing.
Nothing.
I'm gonna head down.
Okay.
Yep. Well, do we know where he was going once we got to our destination? Because we may have to pick up the trail there.
Lady, our ambassador, Naya Erkrel, had said that he'd gotten the passage, password, and papers for travel to Karnath, is what you guys remember from last night. Yes, it's been months, but still last night.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna come back up top, or at least I'm gonna come up to. I'm gonna come up to you, Morgan.
Coming to me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm in the middle.
In the middle, there you are. Yeah, I'm killing it. Cool. And I said, hey guys, I just was thinking about it as I was passing the locker that, that one. Did we actually try calling for luggage?
No.
I don't think we tried luggage.
Why would we call for luggage?
Well, because the person that we...
Is it a suitcase?
Right, but maybe there are other things that we might need.
Yeah.
Or other clues.
That's a good idea.
Because he was supposed to be bringing in luggage, right? When he died. Where's that luggage if it's not?
I don't know how specific you would have to be, but yeah, that is an outstanding idea.
The name of the
You'd have
the
to be
name of the guy.
Kind of specific, because we were talking to the purser that helped us out with the whole deal on that. I think he would
say the name of the man's luggage, whatever his name was.
That was Alistair Roarless Store?
I could just ask for Alistair's luggage.
Or find the purser and find out
Elaine.
how they identify each item. Maybe it's by a number.
That wouldn't be suspicious at all.
Well, that's what the manifest was for, right?
Yeah, we can get to the manifest. I mean, he pretty much showed us where the book was, right?
I mean,
you guys have been checking the cargo, special cargo, storage. Every piece has a little tag on it. Has a number, which then corresponds probably to that manifest paperwork that
maybe their room number.
Possibly the room number too. It's got like, it's a coded number. It's
so if we find the manifest, then we get to see what that guy's numbers were of his bags and try that.
I'm willing to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check the cargo area.
Or not.
Grab the book.
Okay.
Anybody down here?
Down in the cargo deck, no. The shift has changed, and the night crew is probably sacked out in their berths.
All right, but it's I mean, I was with him when he was checking the cargo manifest. So
yeah, you know where the little secret concealed panel is for the paperwork.
Right.
Yep.
So do I
just need
to
get in?
Pick this lock again, or do I have to? Do I know it?
No, you know it.
And it's Alan Backer, Bakker, right?
That's right.
Yeah, he was the guy who.
He was the porter.
Died.
Oh, he was the porter. That's right.
But I think he was working for. Yeah, it was Alistair. Rory Oster.
Alistair Corleoster. Yeah, you're right. You got it.
Corleoster. Yeah. Okay.
Corleoster, yeah.
That's a K, not an R. All right, I'm lookout.
All right. I'm in the cargo room. I peek around, make sure I'm alone.
Okay.
If I am, I'll grab the manifest log.
Okay.
And I'm gonna bring it out of the cargo room.
Now,
Oh,
to remember, since it only happened hours ago last night before you went to sleep, the cargo room that you were just in had a manifest for what was just in there. Each end of the lockers row had its own manifest. At the end where you can get to the side.
Oh, okay, got it.
They're off to your right.
And
so up here.
Correct.
All right, we'll grab them and head to our rooms. Modern, what do you say?
Oh, you want to take it to the room?
Yeah, let's try to. Unless you, well, how? Okay, let's check the manifest from where we are. The Alistair.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess if we pull his baggage, because it would have had to have gone in there, but I don't know that it would have necessarily. So you're talking about pulling his baggage out, Alistair's?
Yeah, just to see if anything got stuffed in there.
Okay. Then do I see the number on the manifest?
On the locker's manifest, you do not see a number associated for Alistair's luggage.
Okay.
Though,
do I see?
You did see some for the cargo manifest. The cargo room manifest.
Okay. On the locker manifest, going through, do I see anything entered for the locker of holding?
No.
Whatever number locker that is. So there's nothing listed on the locker manifest.
There is like assorted junk.
Assorted junk. Okay, so there's
like rope, tag, pulleys, that kind of stuff.
Oh, for the locker holding. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go back to the cargo room.
Okay.
We'll put this manifest back. Go back to the cargo room.
Yeah,
and
we'll
look
at,
for Alistair's luggage.
Okay. You find a steamer trunk.
Steamer trunk. Okay. And it's actually in this cargo room.
Correct.
Is it got a lock on it? I'm assuming.
Does built in.
All right. Is this the only cargo that Alistair has in this cargo hold?
Correct.
All right. I'll put the manifest back.
Okay.
For now. Looky here, Mordred. This is Alistair's steamer trunk.
Is it big enough to hold a body?
No. Well,
No.
technically, yes, but they would have to be curled up.
Right.
Okay. Well.
All right. Well, let's. Is it heavy? Is it?
Yes.
All right. It's definitely got some heft to it. What do you say?
Okay. Well. Should we get in touch with Evo and?
Well, we could wait for his check-in.
Okay,
So
we'll wait for his
check-in. That it's time for his check-in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well. So it's just short messages that say Roger's sending team, and then I'll send out messages to everybody individually that's not there, and then work my way over there.
Okay.
Okay. We'll wait.
Everybody gathers there in the cargo hold again.
Everyone got their robes on. Candles lit.
Cargo hold.
Let the ceremony begin.
Exactly.
Like it.
As you gather in the cargo hold around one of several steamer trunks, which wouldn't be a comfortable fit if you were to hide in one, but you could.
Well, it's kind of a plan B, I would think.
Yeah.
So, just to let everyone know, if you weren't listening, this is Alistair's steamer trunk, according to the manifest log. This is correct me if I'm wrong, this is the trunk that the porter would have been bringing up before he passed away.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, and it's pretty heavy.
Well, is the other guy still on board?
Yeah.
Corsoral. Well, God, I can't pronounce his name.
Alistair, yeah.
Alistair. Why don't we just
that
ask
he may.
him?
Well, the thing is, he may be not party to it at all, So he's just an innocent person. His stuff may be. I mean, I'm assuming if we don't find clothes in here, or his stuff, that would assume to be whatever he's traveling with. That he doesn't know anything about what's happening to his luggage.
Well, I have full confidence that you'll be able to pick it, and we'll relock it if he's not in there, and he'll never know the difference.
That's absolutely correct. So here we go.
So
may want to detect traps or something on it first. Check it. Just make sure it doesn't have any.
I'll search it for traps.
I'll provide some light and help you out there with that, Andy.
All right.
Or rolling through dirt.
Derp.
So you get advantage on your perception.
All right. Yeah, I rolled a 23, so I'll roll it one more time, just in case. Nope, 23 is the best I got. Weird. No, why I did that.
So you
The
do
first
find a
roll
trap.
was... Oh, I do.
Oh.
All right. It is
Woohoo!
true.
Sorry, I
Good
got.
call.
Did I miss anything there? Sorry.
I found a trap.
It was trap.
Nice.
And it is armed.
What
All
kind
right,
of
well-
trap is it? Poison trap? Is it?
It is a needle trap.
All right. Man, what is disarm trap again? Is it still
It's basically sleight of hand plus your tools.
sleight of hand? All right.
But I'll come on, you got this. I'll rub your shoulders a little bit, and I'm like,
Alright.
I'm looking at it, and like that needle could be left, right, and 3 sides over, and give you advantage again, and then also you take a d6 if you want,
keep
right?
rolling before you roll. All right, I'll roll one time.
Well, yeah.
First roll. So 20.
All
And
right.
then you have a d6 if you want to add to it if you want. For Bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I will definitely add that. So 25.
Nice. You deftly disarm the needle trap.
My God. Woohoo! All right, let's do this. All right, coast clear.
Coast is clear.
You want some help on unlocking it?
Sure.
Nah, yeah, just use some peanut butter.
All right. Says, I'm assuming. Are you giving me a bardic inspiration?
I can if you want it. Sure, here you go. You got it, man. But yeah, maybe the peanut butter is not a good idea. Take a d6 if you need it.
Yeah, let's just do it.
All right.
22.
You 22 are able to unlock it. It's a decent lock, as was the trap. But you're managed with your skill to unlock it.
Woohoo! All right, I did my part. Someone else can open it. Nope, no takers.
Anything magic on it, Shiny?
I can check.
Is it
The chest itself is not magical.
Nope, nothing. Time to open it. Let's see.
Go for it.
All right, I'll try open it.
Okay, you're able to open it since it's
We
unlocked.
do it very carefully.
You creak open the lid, and it being a steamer trunk, it's got bunches of folding drawers that come out and packed with all sorts of clothing, accessories. You do see magic now in that there's a nice padded little case for a few potions. No armor or weaponry. There is a little coffer in there.
Let's make this
Which-
so heavy.
It's got a lot of stuff in here, changes of clothes and intricate wood drawing. And
It's reinforced, I'm sure.
it's what?
It's reinforced, I'm sure.
It is. It's got metal edging, along the edges, the corners, and the lid seams. Yeah.
All right. Well,
No vampire
No.
just curled up in there.
All right, I'm gonna go back to the lounge.
Well, do we want to just...
Pile through it, see if we can get some clues, maybe.
Drink his wine.
I mean, he was bringing the thing down, but I'm going through the manifest. Do I see any... Looking at the manifest for the cargo room, is there any notations unusual, anything? I'll look at some of the there's any of the luggage look like it would be the size of a coffin?
Not the size of a
that
coffin,
already.
but several similar steamer trunks.
Right. But if I recollect, there was a missing luggage, right?
Yeah, the steward or whatever had his mind wiped, basically, so he couldn't remember. He remembered loading something, but then couldn't remember where it went.
And that was basically a coffin.
Yeah.
For which you guys have not found.
Here somewhere.
All right, so...
Feel around for an invisible coffin?
Yeah, you could do that. Make an investigation check.
Not my best, but at this point, whatever.
I'll look as well.
You can also make an investigation check.
We are not investigators.
Maybe we should
hoping I just trip and fall over it.
Get around and have a round table, a discussion about it. So, who's the ones who are brightest minds on investigation wise?
Not me.
Yep, I got no training.
I'm not specialized, but I have 3.
Well, all right.
Better than me.
I'll pull out a piece of parchment and start writing some ideas down. Since you got a +2, I'm going to try to give you advantage. Put all the ideas on a paper, and I can't even read my own writing at this point, so that was completely unhelpful. Maybe somebody else could have some facts. I think me argue with that captain, kind of like still fog my brain. Somebody else could try to give, our highest person advantage. So I'm like, maybe everybody else write their facts down.
I could try, but I don't. All right, there you go.
All right, so using
Broken
the
watch is right
manifest,
twice a day.
using the manifest, and how many, big boxes we should have in front of us, and counting the actual big boxes that were in this room, and trying to see if all the big boxes that are supposedly in here, that are supposed to be in here, are tagged properly.
Or if there are any that aren't on the list.
Yeah.
Go
Trying to
ahead
get
and
discrepancies.
make an investigation check to
With
correlate with advantage.
All right. Jeez, what the? Oh God!
Talk about going 5 the hard way.
I would have taken 2 1s instead.
Yeah, well.
No
you
kidding.
guys know that Cole is rather investigatory.
Yeah. Cole.
And
Cole.
she could be your point of bringing all the stuff to, and she could make the roll. She has a +6.
Yeah, definitely. Cole.
And
You're
she
our
also
gal.
has some bardic inspiration too.
Oh.
All right. So Cole, this is what we got. From what I can tell.
Okay. And she then tries to correlate all your guys' thoughts and evidence or whatnots, theories, and gets a 20.
With a plus D8 if she wants it.
Plus a D8, and she will take that. Once I can see my rolls.
Kicks it over.
Yeah, but okay. And, looking it over, and you guys are taking the time to check the lockers versus all the tags, and this does take several hours to check all the cargo versus each of the different manifests, and it appears that everything is accounted for and there isn't anything extra.
Nothing missing. Everything exactly correlates.
Correct. And there does not appear to be any invisible coffins in the areas that you guys looked for them. That was mainly Killian and Mordrin, I believe.
Yeah. Well, probably would have
Just
tripped
admit
over
we are
it
not
if as
destined
many
to
of us were
find this
piled
man.
in there.
Or he's not on the ship, like I said 1,000 times before, man.
Yeah.
Well, go to the secure cargo area and see what's in there.
I'm assuming that you guys did that one as well.
Oh, okay.
This basically, you have searched the cargo for everywhere you can while you've been down here.
Friggin' Alain Backer and his mind wipe.
Mind wipe?
Yeah, he had a fog of.
Said he didn't know.
Oh, the purser.
It was a purser.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to talk to him again?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I got accosted by my gremlin real quick, so I had to.
Oh,
I missed whatever you said.
Show us on the doll. Show us on the doll.
He had to tell me about transforming alphabets. So.
Oh.
Asking Cole. Can a vampire actually wipe one's memories, like, and make them forget things?
It's within their capabilities from some studies.
Is there any way to reverse that?
You would have to know, probably. That's actually going to have to do an Arcana check. Maybe? It would probably be very complicated. You'd have to know exactly what was wiped, how it was said, to be able to reverse that, and it could damage the individual's mind.
All right.
I got nothing.
Read out again, she says.
Yeah, look to.
Till someone comes up with another idea. Was
back
worth
on
it.
Patrol. Yeah. Very strange.
Okay.
All right, random patrols again.
It gets the
Sounds
best
like
coverage.
Yeah.
if someone gets a better idea. These individual lockers, we did not check. We did check.
Checked everything at one point or another. I don't know anything
Yeah,
not
we-
checked.
We did.
Yeah. I mean, as far as checking the manifest and all that.
Did we do all the lockers as well as part of our
Yes. Yeah, it took
investigation?
you guys hours. You're into the afternoon now. Y'all swung through and grabbed little bites of eat from the galley as you were cruising around. And you're approaching evening.
And we did, and the bilge is not. We verified there's nothing in the bilge.
Yeah, I think that was the
Yeah.
last thing
Yeah.
we did before we started checking the lockers.
And
Right.
Evo went through there thoroughly. He across
Yeah.
the whole way and then used magic to clean off the residue.
Hmm. Well, Dookie.
There isn't a crow's nest or anything way up top, is there?
No, not a
No.
crow's nest
No
because
real sails per se.
yeah, there
Yeah.
are no sails
Well, yeah, you use it.
because it's
Or
a
mast.
fiery airship that to put it up here again.
Just a ring of fire.
I'll throw that up there again. There's a support for the ring up there, and technically the rear back there might have the highest point, but it's not like a crow's nest.
But it has all the appendages and whatnot that I'm seeing, right? So.
Correct.
Hmm.
And there is heat that wafts from the ring of fire, but
Right.
not uncomfortably so. And those bracers, rings are made of metal, not of wood. Apparently not a conducting one either.
Do they leave snacks out in the dining room?
They do, as well as the lounge, like charcuterie boards, and you can request food from the chef at the galley to be made on request.
We'll have a snack. Ponder. Where could that vampire be?
Well, so that's where Evo's hanging out. Hey, the snacks are pretty good in here.
Oh, you're upstairs? You're
Short
you're
order
upstairs.
chef is rather talented at making food.
Making this like grilled cheese that is really good.
I like burnt cheese. It's extra melty. Where, oh where? Do I pretty much see all the passengers milling about?
Here and there, some
Get to
keep
recognize them
themselves.
pretty easily.
Yeah, there's at least oh goodness, 2, 4, 6, 12-ish some odd guests aside from yourselves. So easy to see them and recognize their faces, which you've seen a few times now.
It's like wander about the ship like a flying Dutchman, just condemned to haunt this hulk.
So, coming on towards sunset. Let's see here. Everybody's not in the cargo hold, right?
Yeah, we're not.
No, we're just talking
Right.
what we're doing.
Let's see, Evo, you said you were in the forward dining.
Yep. Playing music.
I'm gonna go back to the room.
Shiny, where would you be?
Probably just chilling in my guest quarters.
Okay. Let's see.
Wait, no, whenever we do
I'll
our next
go.
patrol. That's,
I'll go hang with
Paul
Evo
wants to patrol.
up and forward. Up here as far from the captain as he can get.
Keep him safe.
Ironsides would be probably in the quarters. Hanging with Roland so that nobody's by themselves. Killian, where would you be?
I guess I'll hang out with Evo.
Alrighty, I'll
So he
take you
doesn't
on
get
over
eaten.
there. Don't get eaten. Whoosh.
Or portholes we can look out.
Yes, there are. Everybody can have every
Oh,
room
good.
has a view.
Well, except for that middle one in the guest quarters.
Yes, that's true. Each middle room would, and the middle two rooms don't have views.
They have
There's
views
those
of the hall.
interior cabins, they're cheaper.
No sneaking in through the window.
And let's see here. Roll just a bit here. Always scrolling.
Need more monitors.
I had to set up my wife's computer, and that took away one of my monitors. I gotta get the little laptop going. All right. So, from above decks, actually, you guys are on the quarters deck. You hear some deckhand cry, "Sky Raiders to starboard, Captain!" And then you hear the gruff voice yelling, "Battle stations, everyone!" as he bellows, "Passengers, get below decks!" Which point,
I guess we should get below decks, guys.
which you guys are already below decks. And you hear screams and yells and people tromping down the stairs, since you guys are have rooms right there by, at least some of you do, by the stairs. And we will pull out stuff you won't be able to see. Shoot.
Oh.
Because you guys are not on the top deck.
We have windows. We have portholes.
You have portholes. At least one of you do. That's Cole. The other guys are, let's see. Actually, Mordrin and Killian and Evo, you are actually in the forward dining area, and there are indeed bigger windows for the dining areas. So you do get to see this as 3 air skiffs bear down on the Cloud's destiny. These small, much like the ones on the side of this ship, 8-person vessels are made, most one would assume, of sorewood, but don't have bound elementals to provide speed. Just like the ones on the side of the ship, they're basically short-range craft. In the distance, you could see a large airship that was hiding itself in the setting sun that carried these skiffs and just, what do you call it? Not disembarked, but
deployed.
Deployed, thank you. Deployed them out of its lower hull. A 4th skiff is keeping its distance, and its occupants are firing arrows at the deck of the House Lorandar ship and its crew.
Do you think I know the captain well enough to send him a message from here? Message spell?
No, well enough. I mean, you have enough notoriety.
I mean, we were pretty intimate for quite a while.
What is the limitation on the spell that you need? Do you need to?
I mean, if it's not line of sight, you need to know the person pretty well, as far as have a fair amount of interactions and stuff.
Nah,
and he's kind of burned in my brain.
Well, yeah. Why don't we go with the roll? Give me a 50% and lower. You were intimate enough in your yelling at each other that he's burned into your brain, like you say.
Get a room.
Oh my god. I didn't go over because I rolled it, but it was you guys saw, right? I should have been rolling for psionics.
100.
Should have been rolling for psionics, right?
Back in 1st edition, yeah.
It's me and Andrew Melanson. You know, I'm sure he's watching the stream right now. Sorry. Okay. Well, where is everybody? Is everybody up here in the dining area, or are we spread out?
Everybody is where they're at right now, spread out.
I'm not sure. Not sure where that is.
I'm with you in the dining room.
Okay, us 3. I mean, I'm all for defending the ship. I say to Mordred and Killian, but you know, we should have an ambassador go up there and ask him if he wants our help or not, until he gets desperate, right?
We should stay out of their way for the most part, I think.
That's what I think. So, you know, that's why.
At least initially, yeah.
Yeah. So, but you want to go and let him know,
see how
Mordred?
it goes,
and tell him that we're here if he needs us, just to send somebody.
There any crew scrambling around?
At this point, it's going into initiative, and crew that that are around are bursting into action, but we're in that.
No.
We're not moving yet because initiative and about to be combat.
Gotcha.
Well, I think it would be nice, you know, if Mordred, if you just let them know that we are available, and I'll just message everybody and say, you know, until the captain requests us to help repel borders, we'll stay out of their way, but be prepared if they need our help.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to be pretty busy.
Okay, well, or we could just sit down here, but somebody should have eyes on what's going on up there.
Well, yeah, I think we should keep an eye on the situation and definitely step in, but
Yeah, I don't think they're going to react well to us going up there and going full.
Well, that's why I say not all of us, and an ambassador, just letting him know that we're available if he needs it.
Yeah. They're a trained crew. This probably ain't their first rodeo.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on going up there. I just suggested that you might if you wanted to be diplomatic.
Okie
So,
dokie.
we gonna roll or?
I think maybe we'll hold it for next week, and
Okay.
and that'll be where we start off next week. So we'll end a little early and then talk about the changes that we were mentioned earlier before we all take off.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Do we have any blatants like, nah, it's all good. We actually had one congruent watcher through all this. So whoever was watching, just want to say thank you. And we also have had 0 Russian bots ping us since we've gone all AI-driven music. So that's always a good sign. So I guess with Cabron turning the wheel, we're going to cut it off for tonight. And then we will see you guys hopefully sometime in the next few weeks once we get our schedule narrowed down. Say good night, guys.
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys.